Siblings, different worlds, yet both legends in their own industries. CSP CPAE Cavett Award recipient Patricia Fripp came from England to America at the age of 20. How many of you know her story? A pair of scissors and a license to use them. A legend in the professional speaking industry, Patricia is the first female president of the National Speakers Association. Her brother, a legend in the music world. Robert Fripp is a founding and ongoing member of the band King Crimson. King Crimson first reached mass acclaim in 1969. Rolling Stones magazine named Robert Fripp 42nd among the top 100 guitarists of all time. Beyond commitment and passion for performance, both Patricia and Robert also are superb teachers and mentors. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Patricia and Robert, the fabulous Fripps.
Two or three popular cultural artists that you view today?
I don't enjoy getting this question. The period of the 1960s into the 1970s is nowadays considered a golden age. I believe for good reason. In my view, a very considerable benevolent grace entered the world through popular culture. In a broader way as well, but popular culture was my field. 1969 didn't quite get to 1970. It changed again. 76, 77 changed again. And after 1984, which was Live Aid, the current that I knew and recognized was harder to find. Up until then, it was as if music had been trying to give itself away. Please, please, here I am. I love you, take me, please. Since 1984, and in Wimborne, Dorset, watching it on television, Live Aid was a sufficiently powerful event that I could feel it. But I'm sure there are names since. I could mention others from my period: Springsteen, Joni Mitchell, Hendrix, the Beatles, Dylan. These are no-brainers. But today, I would hesitate partly out of politeness to those who I would not include.
All right, we'll take one more.
Good follow-up to what you just addressed. You addressed popular culture and mass culture, and you're addressing in music a conflict that's gone on forever, arguably the premise of Academy-winning Birdman with movies and theater. In our business, as speakers, as people on the stage, how do we blend the cutting edge of being provocative, but also make it where it resonates with people? So as an artist, you write something, but no one enjoys it. Have you written it? No one buys into it. No one enjoys it. Have you actually contributed?
Well, there's various ways of approaching this. One very quick answer is music that was written 40 to 45 years ago for King Crimson and was widely ignored at the time. For example, the promoter in Denver who, when King Crimson were supporting ZZ Top, pulled out the power plug after 20 minutes because he didn't like what we were doing. And this was the man paying us. So what do you do in that case? You persist. You keep going. Then the question is, in terms of the material I'm presenting, how do I know it has validity? As I would say, how do I know it has necessity? One very quick guide is, would I do this for nothing? An even better guide is, would I pay to present this to people? And then we ask ourselves, how long am I prepared to invest my time and money in presenting this to people if there is no immediate response? This is then a question of the degree of personal necessity and whether or not I'm deluding myself. If there is something substantial within my material which resonates with others, the time will come sooner or later where my work is recognized or acknowledged. Conventionally, in a process such as an apprenticeship, you have 3 main stages of injunction: do this, application, practice doing it, and verification, where we present our work to authorities or at least the competent. They will judge our work and say, yes, this is at least sufficient. So a stage will come when we receive acknowledgement and recognition for our work. It doesn't have to be necessarily large public support, although in popular culture it is likely to be. It might be that this one person in our field that we know and trust the view comes up to us one day, perhaps after we've just given a speech, and taps us on the shoulder and says, this is sufficient validation for us to continue.
In your presentation tomorrow, Beginner to Mastery, where we go through the various steps that how you start as a novice and get to be a master in whatever your field is, we will be talking about when you worked at the Majestic Hotel in Bournemouth while you were going to college. Would you like to tell our audience, what were you taking in college?
This is something which always amuses my sister. I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, here we are. The subjects I was studying at Bournemouth College were economics, economic history, political history with a special paper in English social conditions 1850 to 1900. One of the subjects I had to learn, knowing it would come up in the examination, were the factors that affect the demand curve in conventional economics. Fashion, advertising, taste, habit, inventions, prices of near substitutes, expectations of trends, changes in price, the distribution of income, and the quantity and quality of the money supply. Now, this still amuses my sister, but the one that she really likes to do, and I'll move here, is to the division of attention exercise. All we really have in life is the quality of our attention. And within guitarcraft, developing and practicing the volitional attention is paramount. And we do this, for example, 4 in the left hand, 5 in the right. You might like to try this while I'm speaking. Now, the division of attention here is not primarily between keeping 4 in the left hand and 5 in the right, but in having a conversation at the same time. Or, as it amuses my sister, to recite the factors that affect the demand curve in conventional economics. Fashion, advertising, taste, habit, inventions, the prices of near substitutes, expectations of trends and changes in price, distribution of income, and the quantity and quality of the money supply. Now, what we might do after this, we have 4 in the left hand and 5 in the right mostly, is to do it standing on one foot. And then 3 in the left foot, 4 in the left hand, 5 in the right hand. Here we are practicing division of attention. Fashion, advertising, taste, habit, inventions. And with that, I move sideways.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Fripp. Please like and subscribe and tell me what content you want me to create next.